Hi there, welcome to class. I'm Miss Faust. Do you have paper available? Oh, you do? And a pen or pencil? Yes, we have some notes right back here. Not too much. Then there is an assignment, which, if we come over here really quickly, is due today. So yes, you're going to need that pen or pencil and that paper. Shall we get started with Tolstoy's fable, The Two Brothers? I'm going to consult with my book, and I have a few questions I might want to ask or make sure I cover. Okay, all right, let's do this. I'm all excited. Okay, The Two Brothers. Yes, indeed, it is about two brothers, isn't it? And it very much is a fable, as I told you, and we keep it calling it Tolstoy's fable, but we know it's a fable because it is a brief tale that has a what? Starts with an M. Yes, indeed, a moral. And yes, we will be talking about the theme and the moral a little bit later on. Okay? So yes, it's got everything. So I'm not just saying fable. We actually proved it is a fable. It does have a moral. Okay, it doesn't have a bunch of animals talking. That's okay. Fables don't always have animals as characters. But we have these two characters. We have the younger brother, the younger brother and the older brother, which we actually use elder. Okay. All right, so we've got younger and elder brothers. So they're on a journey, aren't they, together? Okay, and they find a stone, don't they? And underneath it says, let him go straight into the forest at sunrise. In the forest, a river will appear. Let him swim across the river to the other side. There he will find a she-bear and her cubs. Oh, spice it up a little bit, huh? Bear. Let him take the cubs from her and run up the mountain with them without once looking back. Of course not. You don't want to look back. There's the she-bear coming. Hey, one of my cubbies. Okay. Woo! On the top of the mountain, he will see a house. And in that house, he will find happiness. So there is a reward after all that danger. Okay. So we have this stone. Underneath we have, well, not underneath, on the stone, we have all those wonderful words. So this sounds really tempting, doesn't it? Okay, it does. It does indeed. So we've got the younger brother who's a bit, he likes to take risks. He's saying, oh, the two of us, let's do this together. Okay? And the younger brother, he wants to do it. But the elder brother is going, oh, let's think about this. Let's think about it about 50 times. 50 times, at least. Okay? Because I am not going into the forest after bear cubs. Because that is dangerous. You don't do it. That's silly. Okay? But, the young brother's thinking, hey, after all that danger, there is a reward to be gotten. Namely, once you're at the top of that mountain, there's that house, and you will have happiness. And who knows what form that happiness is in. So this is a real challenge that we should take on. Okay? And of course, the other brother is just thinking about this, and it's just thinking and thinking. It's just like, he really outthinks this. I mean, or shall we say, overthinks it. I don't think you should go, he tells his brother. Okay. And then again, what if we didn't read this stone, the wording on the stone correctly? What if it means something totally different? Okay. We might get lost. We may not find the river. We may have this, and there's a bear, and this, and that. Okay. And most important of all, I like this. Most important of all, the stone does not tell us what kind of happiness. Hey, that's the risk you take, right? We should find in that house. It may be that the happiness awaiting us there is not at all the sort of happiness we would want. So yes, he's the safe brother, isn't he? He doesn't really go for risks. He doesn't want to take on this challenge. Okay? He doesn't want to do that. So let's think about the writer for a moment. For an instant here. Tolstoy. I want you to think about it. Just for a moment. I want you to think to yourself, which of the two brothers would he favor? Would he side with? Would he side with the one that's safe, or would he side with the one that's going, let's do this. Let's do this. This is a fun challenge. Let's take on this challenge. Think about that. I want to leave you with that. Okay, because remember what Tolstoy's life. I mean, it was a busy life. Some challenges, some very risky ones in his life. Okay. Hey, which brother would he say, I'm going to go with him? Okay. Just a thought. Okay. So, the younger brother is thinking we should go. Because if we don't go, somebody else is going to see this stone and is going to do it. And is going to get that happiness. We should do it. And I think here's interesting. In the first place, no harm will come to us if we try. Isn't that what people always say? You don't know unless you try. Some people say, I can't do it. Well, you don't know unless you actually try. In the second place, if we do not go, someone else will read the inscription on the stone and find happiness, and we shall have lost it all. In the third place, if you do not make an effort and try hard, nothing in the world will succeed. In the fourth place, I should not want it thought that I was afraid of anything. If you don't make an effort, how are you going to succeed in life? Tolstoy is saying, through his character. Okay? And, safety is great, but are you really living? Okay, elder brother answered him by saying, the prophet says, in seeking great happiness, small pleasures may be lost. And also, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. So yes, he comes up with a little backup, story, proverb, and the like, saying that supports his side. Hey, it's better be safe than sorry. Okay? But the younger brother decides, you know what, I'm going to do this. So we have a setting here. It's out in the mountain area, in the forest. It's dark, it's cold. We're talking about a mountain, we're talking about a river. Now, up to this point, let's look at the two brothers, the mountain and the river. Why would, hold on, how do I want to say this? Why would the mountain represent the younger, the elder brother? What do you think? I'm referring here to make sure I get some of my stuff. Why would the mountain represent the elder brother? Mountains do what? They stop us, don't they? From continuing on our journey. So yes, definitely. He is like that mountain. He stopped. Okay, it's better be safe. The mountain stops him and, hey, I'm not going to go. What about the river? The river for the younger brother. That's a risk, isn't it? You go in that river, who knows what will happen? But if you come out on the other side, what rewards might there be? Okay. Risk. Safe versus risk. Safe versus risk. So think about that. So yes, the younger brother does do it, doesn't he? He follows the instructions of the inscription on the stone. And what do we learn? When he reached the top, he took the cups, he does that. He runs up without looking. When he reached the top of the mountain, the people came out to meet him with a carriage to take him into the city, where they made him their king. Isn't that a reward? He ruled for 5 years. In the 6th year, another king who was stronger than he waged war against him. The city was conquered and he was driven out. He became a wanderer. But he had happiness, didn't he? Once he got up there. Up on top of the mountain and all that wonderful stuff. The mountain that sort of blocks the elder brother. Yeah, it's like, meh. Okay. He meets up, while he's wandering, he meets up with his elder brother. They share their experiences, don't they? They're happy to see each other. The elder brother says, I was right. Here I have lived quietly and well, while you, though you may have been a king, have seen a great deal of trouble. I do not regret having gone into the forest and up the mountain. Very important, isn't that? He doesn't regret it. So I want you, let's turn here. Question is, what is the moral of this fable? Right here we go. I may have nothing now, but I shall always, sometimes I need my glasses, have something to remember, while you have no memories at all. Here's the moral of the fable. His brother lived a quiet life. Nothing came of him, the elder brother. Just quietly, just living life, safe. Whereas the younger brother had happiness. He was king for 5 years. Yeah, he had to go through a war and he was dethroned. And then he became a wanderer. And oh my gosh, think of the things he might have seen and done while he was wandering. But he had experiences, didn't he? Did his older brother have experiences? No, not really. There's just humdrum type everyday things. Whereas the younger one lived life. So the moral here is, if you do not take chances or risks, then you will not truly live life, right? Which equals a choice people must make. So it's a choice people have to make. So Tolstoy gives us that moral. Okay. So you can sort of figure out which side, which brother Tolstoy would have favored. Definitely the younger one. Like I said, he took a lot of risk in his life. Secret police watching him. Yet he still did what he felt he had to do in life. Okay? All right. So you do have that. So you can see, yes, Tolstoy definitely would have said younger brother would have favored him over the elder, because the younger brother actually lived life. And that is the moral of this fable. If you don't take risks and chances, are you going to be living life? Well, yeah, you could say, sure, I'm living life. Every day I'm doing something. Yeah, but it's all safe. Are you getting out there and doing something that's outside the box? No, you're not. Okay? That's what Tolstoy is trying to tell you, the reader, in this fable. I'm trying to see if there was anything. So he would favor the younger brother's approach to life. The younger brother's approach to life is live it, take risk. The elder brother's approach is, yeah, live life, but be safe. Be safe. Don't take chances, because you don't know what's going to happen. Well, that's the thing with the younger brother. Yeah, you don't know what's going to be up on the mountain. The happiness. Okay? You don't know. But at least try. Okay. So, yeah. So, when you think about it, there is conflict between the two, isn't there? Between the brothers. Okay? Man versus man. They do have conflict. But they solve it by what? Peacefully. Each goes their own way. One goes this way, and one goes that way. Okay, they're not going to fight each other. They're just going to do what they think is right for themselves. Okay. All right. So when you think about it, even though he was only king for 5 years and then he was dethroned, okay, in a war and everything, and he's wandering, he was happier, wasn't he? The younger brother. The elder brother wasn't. It's more like, ha ha, I told you so. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see what else there is. I wanted to make sure. Okay, I got that. So, yes. So, in a sense, the setting that Tolstoy chose, mountain and river, says a lot about the characters. Tells you a lot about them. A mountain stops you. A river takes you with it. Doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's look over here. So our theme would be, okay, yes, you might say, well, moral, and there's a theme. Yes. Yeah, believe it or not, you can have a theme and a moral. We covered the moral, haven't we? Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Theme would be, no matter how we are different from each other, like the two brothers, they're different from each other, aren't they? and their attitude toward life, safe versus risk. Okay, how mature and immature we are in our decisions. We must decide what is right for us and what makes us happy. Isn't that the case? Isn't that what happens here? Isn't that what Tolstoy is telling us? Okay, we're different. Some people might say, oh, you're so immature. Oh, but you're an immature one. It doesn't matter. We have to do what we feel is right for us. Okay? They each did what they each felt was right for him. The younger brother wanted the two to do it together, wanted them to have happiness together, but the elder brother isn't like that. Okay? The elder brother tried to dissuade him, while the other one tried to persuade him, so to speak. But in the end, they each did what each felt, this is right for me. I'm going to go and take a chance. Now, this is right for me. I'm going to be safe. So yes, that is your theme. Okay? It made them happy. Even the elder brother is happy. But who is truly happy? The one who experienced life, who had true happiness. And that is the younger brother. Do you have any questions about this fable? Tolstoy has a lot to share, doesn't he? He does. Shall we talk about the assignment? Okay. As I said before, it's due today. You will have 2 paragraphs. Paragraph 1 and then paragraph 2. Both are due today. So I need the 3 questions and the first question answered. Okay? Today. Here's your topic. I'm going to probably need my notes here to add some tidbits here. Which life would you choose? The younger brothers or the elder brothers? Why? So it's all about you, but not completely. Hold on. We'll get there. Follow PA writing form. Please do. 8 words per line, neat handwriting, transitions, and all that. 3 questions and all that, okay? And 10. Think of 3 reasons why you would choose the type of life that the younger brother or the elder brother led. What are the 3 reasons why you decided, I'm going to go for the younger brother, okay? Explain. You got to explain why. Why? Give me those 3 reasons. Explain them with evidence. Let's write that up here. Evidence. Got to have the evidence. That's evidence. Bring it to me. Give me that. Evidence, okay? Here we go. Include details from Tolstoy's fable. All right. You are going to include something from his fable. But there's a catch to this. Unlike in the past, I don't want you to put his name and the fable title in the first question. The minute in the body paragraphs that you mention Tolstoy, the first time, let's say you do it in paragraph 2. Paragraph 2? The first time you do it, you will write Leo Tolstoy, the 2 brothers, in quotation marks. You will mention that author's name and that fable title, okay, in that paragraph. And if you decide to use it again in 3 and 4, which probably you should, because I need to see details. You don't want to just do it in 1 paragraph. Don't say it again. In Leo Tolstoy's, just referred in the fable, in Tolstoy's, really briefly, okay? So don't do it like we've been doing. Do it the minute you talk about the fable in that paragraph, the minute you do that. Okay, does that make sense? Okay. So keep that in mind. Was there anything else? No, Yep, I think we got that covered. So are there any questions about this? So think. Which one? Why? Give me evidence. And use details. In other words, some evidence from the fable itself. Paragraphs 1 and 2. And they are due, let's see, yes, today. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Because this is a fantastic fable, isn't it? Nope, there's nothing else. No, nothing else. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, after you're done writing the 2 paragraphs today, send them off to me today. And I wish you a very safe or risky day. It's your choice, right? Okay, till next time. Bye-bye.